ID number 8059, offense number 05-368. Today's date is March 18, 2005. Today's time now by my watch is approximately 12:54. Present in
Hello?
Yeah?
No, she's working. She won't be home till later.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Won't be home till later, she's working.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, I'm sorry, but, you know what time she'll be back?
I don't know because I'm not sure if she's working a double or not, but she might be back between 3 and 4.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
ID number 8059, continuing the control call to time now by my watch is 4:21 on the 18th. Present is
Hello? Yes. I don't know if she's working, is it? Yeah. She's working at, wherever she works. I forget what it is. Do you know when she'll be home? She's working a double, so she'll probably be home at around 9:30, she said. Okay. Do you have a cell phone number I could reach her? Just put her cell phone on tonight, but you can call her later. Just call her up at the, Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Bye.
taking this telephone call to 798-7979. Time now by my watch is approximately 4:29.
Something I know it's ringing, please. Come dance with me.
Hello? Who? Oh, hi. Hey, yeah, I have a question because, I need some money.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could take me back to Guest House. Again.
I don't know, the last time I did that, I heard that your dad wanted to press charges and stuff.
No. I don't even live with my dad anymore.
Oh, well, I don't know, it was going around that you were going to press charges and get me in trouble and shit.
I'm definitely not.
Okay, well,
I'm not there because that's at my school thought that's it.
okay, well, this is what I'll do. I'll call you tonight, and then I'll give you a call back tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. But I don't go to my regular school, so I'm going to be home, all week.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll definitely give you a call tomorrow.
Oh, well, Mom, I don't have my cell phone. I just stole it back from her, so she's at working out. I don't know, can I call your house tomorrow or something?
Do you have Alright, hold on. Give me a number that I can get a hold of you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
She said...
Enter the call now by my time is 4, same time, approximately 4:26. That was an error on my behalf of the approximate time of starting.
Continuing now by my time is approximately 2:54 with
You described him just me. Yes. With the freckle, and he was going gray.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
She's like, his skin color is like, when I saw it, it was like, when you have a sunburn, but it's like when you have it for a couple of days and it's kind of turning into tan. It was like a reddish color. And he had like a long face, and that's what I can remember. And he was wearing a white t-shirt when he first came in. Okay. I don't really remember. Did he have any kind of like jewelry that he left on his body that you noticed? I don't remember. Okay. Do you know what color eyes he has? Nope. Do you have any facial hair, like a mustache or a goatee or anything? No, but his eyebrows are really thick. And like, they're pushing right everywhere. Okay. Did he ever ask you to do anything other than massaging him? No. Are you sure? Yeah. Did he at any time, like, grab your hand to try to put it somewhere? No, I never did that. No, I did not ask him that. You said that you straddled him. Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that? Well, when he was on his stomach, and I was doing massage, like, I was, like, on like a bed, and then, like, I was sitting there on his bed, but a little bit above his bed. And I was butt naked, and he was butt naked. Okay. And my butt cheeks were, like, on the top of his butt and the rear leg of his back. Now, when you say you're butt naked, and then with underwear and a bra. Okay. Now, did he ask you to sit on top of him? Or did he do that on your own? No, he's like, because at first, I was doing massage, like, standing up, and he was like, if you're more comfortable, if you got on my back, could you please do that? And then I did that, like, I just sat there. Like, at first, I didn't really want to sit on his hair, and, that. So it's kind of like, pushing my legs on the table, so I could kind of sit up, and he was like, please, you should just sit on me, put all your body on me. And then I was just, like, kind of, sitting, like, when I was actually sitting on, I didn't know what I was. And then, like, I got really fat, and I was only going down exactly 50 paces, so I kind of, like, popped up again, because it was getting sick. Okay. You never try to touch it? Besides, like, when, what do you mean by touching, like, sexually touching you? No, just if you try to touch me, when I had happened, he was, like, laughing out, or masturbating. Like, he just was, like, he keeps, like, motioning, like, smacking. No, like, when you're reading on something, like, doing a first time, he's, like, going like that, like, not, like, can you show me what you mean? Okay, like, let's say I'm on my back. Where would you be? I'm deaf. Where would you stand? Like, if I was, like, doing the back, I was, like, sitting, like, okay. And then, like, he's walking out to my left. Which way, this way? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to my left. Yeah, okay. All the way around to the back from the table. Okay, I'm facing you. And then, like, yours, like, your face is a little bit that way, and you're my right. Okay. Towards, like, on a V. Okay. I'm hunched over a little bit. And I'm over here, and I'm still doing the massaging with you. But when you get hands, this hand is around me, and the hand is with you. Okay, my left hand would be, so is my left hand around your shoulder? I'm doing my arm while I'm going like that. Okay, so I'm holding you, like, around by the waist. Okay. And that hand is his right hand. Yeah. Okay. It just gives me a better picture of trying to understand, that's all. And I appreciate you doing that. I don't need to make you feel uncomfortable. Do you feel uncomfortable? No. Okay. After everything you've done, okay? Did he watch this yet? No, because I was sitting just while he was out there getting the feeling bad. I guess that's what he's doing, because that's one thing he came back in with. He's still in the house. In the room at all, do you think, and I don't know if there is or not, but do you think that there's anything in there, like, that may have recorded what you did? Like a video camera? Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. There are lots of places that could have been one, because there's pictures, there could have been, I don't know. But he walked out. The reason I asked was because he walked out once and then came back in, right? Yeah. So it could be just so he could walk off. I'm just curious. I don't know if there was or not. I didn't, if there was, I did not know about it. Okay. So, you get dressed, you go downstairs. Where is that woman again? Downstairs. She doesn't come to me. At any time, did he speak to you, and does he know how old you are? Do you know how old you are? Okay, yeah, and that was like, he told me to say I was 18 because, he said, tell me 18 because a few months, then she won't really up in his house. So I said I was 18, and I was doing this house. She said, how old are you? And then I was 18, but I considered it back because, you know, I didn't want to make it sound like I was lying down. So what other things did he ask you? How I met you, what school I went to. Did you tell him what school you went to? Yeah, but I told him once and I didn't tell him all the time. So did he ask you what grade you in, or did you tell him what grade you in? Well, he said what grade you in, because I told him I was in 12th grade today. Okay. Because I told him I was 18, so I hadn't been told him you were 12th grade? Yeah. Are you sure? Uh-huh. Okay. What else did you talk about? That's about it, and he was kind of asking me like how I knew Hillary. It's really nice to me. And then he told me how he knew Hillary, and he said, because I'm like, how do you know Hillary? Because I brought up the conversation. He said, well, I know Hillary because she's been with me for a long time. And then, like, by the time, you know, you kind of get sick of working for you and how long she has been in back and forth. So I kind of figured he never said that. He just, said she worked for him. Yeah, but on our way back home, that doesn't make any sense if she didn't do that because why would Hillary be getting paid almost around the same money as me? Yeah. I don't know because as far as I know, but I don't know that he said she didn't tell me she did anything. She was downstairs having a conversation. And I think that when I went to the lady, he paid her because, like, you know, like a month. Yeah, so he probably paid her and I went upstairs. And then when I went downstairs, he was still talking to the lady still. And he goes, when we were in the kitchen, we said the old man to come to the house still. She said, oh, the stuff is so hot. She was here. She's like, she's so hot, you know, seeing her face. And then me and the other girl was laughing because when we saw the stuff coming in, he was old, so he was like, you know, so Harry like older girl. Okay. So you left, and that was the last time you seen him. And that's the last time I went in. Has Jeff ever tried to tell you? Nope. Did you leave a phone number? Yeah. Actually, I did. Because when I was reading, she goes, please leave a phone number so that Harry could keep in touch with you because he doesn't have a phone number. So I just gave him my cell phone number. I didn't give him my husband's number. I gave him my cell phone number. But, and how long ago was this? Oh my gosh. I couldn't tell you the date, but let me see. It was about maybe, oh my gosh, a month and a half ago. Okay. I don't really know that way. Maybe in March right now. Either the very beginning of February, the end of January. I can tell you, I don't know. How long after did you get into that fight with? Like a week. Okay. Yeah, I got into a fight with on the 9th. Okay, so yeah, it was about a week after. Or before. Okay. And who else besides did you tell what happened? Besides that's it. Back in. Okay. Nobody else. You can tell you about anybody else that you know of? No, but she wanted me to bring my sister. That's in the everything her boyfriend's house. Okay. And when I was in that guy's room, there was like was it the door was making it? There was like a shelf of pictures, and he had so many pictures of the girls about 16, 17. Around that age, 16, 18. And then on the wall, and most of all the girls were topless or just naked. And they were in like positions, or they were just standing up. Okay. Oh, you can have a picture. Okay. Well, I have to ask you, do you know the difference between, and you're a grown woman, so I'm asking you, you're pretty mature for your age, right? You know the difference between right and wrong? Yeah. You know the difference between a truth and a lie? Yes. Can you tell me what a lie would be? Nothing, mystery. Okay. So if I tell you you're wearing a blue sweater right now, I have to tell you you're lying? Yeah. You're wearing a pink one? You got it. Is everything you tell me the truth? Yeah. Are you lying about anything? No. I say in the Bible. Okay. Swear to God, that's good enough for me. I swear to God. Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk to me about? No, because there's not, that's right. Nothing else really sticky with that whole thing. Okay. So that day you did not have any kind of sex with him? Heck no. I was, damn, I know it's good at having sex with somebody means? Yeah. Okay. I already knew what having sex with him. Okay.
You at no time touched his penis? At no time did I touch his penis. At any time did he touch you? At no time did I touch no time did he touch himself. And just so I can be sure, you saw him whacking off once? Yes, saw him. Okay. Mm-hmm. And as far as you think? I know, well, I think that I know that the same noises were being made when he wasn't there at the time. And that's it. I thank you very much. Okay, this can conclude the review of time now, but my watch is approximately 3:05. What's on?
Change your greeting, press 3. To access your saved messages, Saturday, March 19th, 1:35 p.m.
What we were doing today. I heard you back. Give me and Rusty a call. Late.
To return this call, press 88. To copy this message to another person, press 6. To delete this message and go to the next, press 7. To keep this message new and go to the next, press pound. Saved message, Friday, March 25th, 8:48 a.m. To return this call, press 88. To copy this message to another person, press 6. To delete this message and go to the next, press 7. To keep this message new and go to the next, press pound. Saved message, Thursday, 5:09 p.m. Thursday,
actually get this message. Call in and something. Bye.
To return this call, press 88. To copy this message to another person. Saved message, Friday, 7:21 p.m.
I need you to call me back. It's about tomorrow. I wanted to know if you're available around 11 o'clock. Call me.
To return this call, press saved message, Friday, 7:26 p.m.
Justin wants to work Saturday, which is tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. If you can work, I'll take you up. But, just leave your message. Leave a call back myself and leave a message.
To return this call, press 8. You have no more messages. To play your messages, press 4.
We are at
The time on my watch is approximately 4:10 p.m. Present with me is, say your name please. And your name is? Okay. And you're here just for moral support, okay? And, Ms. Hall, can you state your date of birth for me? Okay. Alright. Can you raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Okay.
You finished high school?
Mm-hmm. In May.
In May of this year, 2005.
This year.
Okay. And you'll be starting college very soon, correct?
January 9th,
January
2006.
Okay. So you understand everything that's going on here and everything that I'm asking you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Obviously, I've explained that I am investigating a case involving a subject that you may know by the name of Jeffrey or Jeff Epstein. He's a resident in Palm Beach. I believe you may have some information pertaining to this case. If you could, in your own words, can you explain from the beginning as to what happened?
There's like a year and a half, almost 2 years to go over. Like, do you want me to go through everything, or do you want to specifically ask me stuff?
I'll start from how you met him, and then I'll take you through.
Heard me over top. We worked at, and I was mentioning to her how I wanted extra money to go to Maine.
Is that where you're from?
No, but I wanted to go camping. I like to go camping.
Right.
So I wanted to go camping for the summer, and I couldn't afford a plane ticket. And Sassy goes, oh, well, you can get a plane ticket in 2 hours. And I said, what are you talking about? Like, that didn't make any sense to me. The plane ticket in 2 hours, what are you talking about? And she goes, oh, you can go and give this guy a massage, and he'll pay you $200 for like 45 minutes or an hour. And that's all she told me. No details, no nothing. A couple days later, I believe it was a Saturday night. I'm almost positive it was, because I know I didn't have to go to school the next day. And definitely wasn't a Friday. So it was next Saturday night after that. She set it up, and I picked her up from her apartment, and we drove to the island, and I worked, and he paid her $300 or $400 to bring me. And that was it.
All right. And this was a year and a half ago, correct?
Maybe 2, I'm not sure. I didn't really keep track.
How old were you when you first went over there?
If it was 2 years ago, I was 16. If it was a year and a half, it could have been 16 or 17. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I really don't know.
Okay. When you first went to give a massage, you explained that it was just a massage?
Just a massage.
Okay. Did she explain how you would have to be dressed to give a massage?
She said that he wanted cute girls, so I looked cute, did my best. I didn't think that it was what it was. I wasn't naive enough to think that he was going to pay me $200 just for nothing. I don't know. I don't know what was going through my head. I absolutely don't know. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, oh, well, it could be legitimate. But I was also thinking, at the same time, is she fucking crazy? Like, this guy's not going to pay you money for not doing anything, not letting him cop a feel muffin, So I didn't know what to think. I was like, oh, I'll just go and I'll feel it out, and if I don't like it, I'll leave. Like, in the middle of it. Like, I don't care. If he does something that I have a problem with, then I'll leave.
Okay. When you went, you drove?
Mm-hmm.
You drove with Shafty?
Yes.
Okay. You pulled up to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Take me from there.
Pulled up to the service entrance, went up through the little white gate that leads to the backyard. And she pressed the little intercom button thing and said, it's Sassy, I have my friend with me. And they all knew I was coming. They knew me by name, greeted me with, like, oh, we're so happy to see you. Jeffrey will be ready in a second,
Who were you introduced to?
One of his girlfriends, one of his, slaves that he has lived with him. And when I say slaves, one of the girls that he bought to, have sex with him. I was introduced to one of them, probably, I was introduced to, that's his assistant, I think. I think they have sex, but I don't know. I was introduced to his assistant, and she's the one who told me that he would be ready in a second. And from there, I met various other girls. I didn't pay attention to who they were, though. But I saw her all the time after that, so I remember her.
Okay. How were you brought to Jeffrey? I'm trying to remember.
I went, the there's a staircase in the kitchen, and I went through the staircase in the kitchen up to the master suite, into like there's two bathrooms. One has like a steam shower, and then the other one's like the other one is like it's just a regular bathroom, but then there's another bathroom with a steam shower, and like, I don't know, there's two bathrooms in there. I'll just make it easy. There's two bathrooms. I was brought into the one bathroom, the massage bathroom with the steam shower, and she was with me, and Sarah was like, oh, just wait here, yada yada. So, and me were waiting on the couch in the bathroom, and Jeffrey comes up, and he's like, hey, I'm Jeffrey. He just introduced himself, and he hands Shasty. I remember this because I was pissed off that she got paid to bring me. I was pissed off. He hands her a wad of $100 bills and says thank you, and she says, I'll wait for you downstairs. And I was like, all right, I'll see you in a while. And that's how I was brought to Jeffrey.
Okay. Take me through the massage, that first massage.
I'm just remembering, I'm like picturing in my head. I wore a skirt. I remember specifically what I wore. I wore a skirt and just a regular t-shirt. And I was massaging his legs, and he asked me to take off my skirt. And I think I said no at first. And he's like, come on, you're not showing. He talked me into it, basically. He said, oh, you're not showing anything or did something. I don't even know. So I ended up taking off my skirt, and then he goes, well, I think he just started touching, the top of me. So, and then he asked me...
When you're saying the top of you mean your breast?
Yeah. And then he asked me to take off my shirt. So I took off my shirt, but I kept my underwear on, and I wouldn't take my underwear off. I told him no. And he still paid me the same amount, and that was that. I went home.
Okay. You had on your...
I had my panties on.
Panties?
Nothing else. I was topless. I gave him a massage, and I had my panties on. And he requested me to take them off, but I wouldn't.
Okay. Were they regular panties? Were they thong panties? Were they...
I don't know.
You don't remember? Okay.
No.
Okay. During the massage, did he do anything to himself?
Yeah. What word do you want me to use? Because I already told you.
Whatever word, I know. Whatever word you feel
I don't want to be crude.
But whatever
Okay, well, I'll just say, whatever. He masturbated.
Okay.
While I gave him... Oh, I don't want to say that so loud. He masturbated while I gave him a massage. And the massage was over as soon as he was finished with himself.
Okay. So in other words, he...
Finished with himself, and that was it. Yeah, he ejaculated, specifically.
Okay. That was the very first time you went there. And soon, I know, take a deep breath. I know, I can see it in your eyes already. From then on, you went there multiple times?
I first told her, I had a problem with it, what happened the first time, but $200 for 40 minutes, that was a lot for a 16-year-old girl making $6 an hour.
So you're saying you're sure you were 16 now?
I don't want to say I'm sure of my age. I was under 17, 100%.
So you were 16 and something. So you weren't, it wasn't your 17th birthday yet?
She gave me a moment, I'll recall.
Yeah, that's a good time.
This past summer, I was...
How old are you right now?
I'm 18 right now.
Okay, so this December... Not this past December, the one before it, you turned 17. So it was before...
Yeah. It was
2 Christmases ago.
during that summer.
So it was the summer before you turned 17.
As far as I remember, yes.
It was one of those months, you don't know if it was June, July, August?
It was during the summer. I mean, my summer, since I'm in school, is only considered like June, July, and half of August, and it was in between those, because I wanted to go to Maine for the summer.
Did you go to Maine?
No. No, I did not.
But you remember that was the summer you wanted to go to Maine. So that was 2 summers ago when you were 16 years of age.
Yes. You were able to drive by yourself, so you had to be at least 16. Yeah, so I was 16.
The first time you went, when he masturbated, did you see his number?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me if I saw like his cum.
No.
I saw all the above.
You saw him fully naked? Fully
Yeah, 100%
naked. Okay.
naked. He had his towel on for some of it, but he had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his towel on for the most part. He had his But that doesn't mean anything, like, he was naked.
He took off his towel?
I saw everything, yeah.
Okay. You know the difference between circumcised and uncircumcised? Yeah. Would you say...
He's uncircumcised.
Uncircumcised?
I mean, I'm sorry, he is circumcised, my bad. He's circumcised, 110% sure. As a matter of fact, I think he has some sort of birth defect on his thing. I don't know what it is. I've never, like, really looked at it, because I've never done anything where I had to touch it. I've never touched it out of a hole to my work from. I never touched his penis. Like, I'm pretty sure he's rubbed it against me, but I've never, ever been like, okay, I'm letting you do this, or I'm going to do this to you. It's really weirdly shaped. I don't know. Do you want me to, like, tell you this?
Yes,
like, is this proof? Like,
no. I do want you to tell me.
Because I feel...
I know.
You're talking to your girlfriend. Don't think of them as guys. You're talking to your girlfriend. Okay. I'm just really embarrassed.
It's okay.
It's like a teardrop, like a drop of water. It's really fat at the bottom and skinny at the top where it's attached. And he can never get fully hard, ever. Like, I just could tell by looking at it. Like, by looking, you can obviously tell if you're hard or not. And I could tell that he wasn't. So I don't know if that's some sort of thing that he's wrong with them, but it definitely was not normal. And I mean, it's not like I sleep around it, you know, but I've seen, and it was not normal.
Like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
The next time you went, or as you continued to go, did it escalate more?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember how long it took for me to start working for him regularly from the first time I went there. But I started working every day. Every single day he was in the country, I would be there. I'm sorry. Can you give me a second?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I started working there every single day. And I told him that I wouldn't let him put anything inside of me. That was my rule. Nothing inside of me, no fingers, no nothing. Absolutely nothing inside of me. He increased my pay to $300 or $400 as long as he could touch me. I swear, I never touched him the whole entire time. I never ever touched him. But
how many times would you say you went?
Hundreds. He used to tell me that I was his favorite. He bought me a car. He bought me
This Jeep that you drive?
I had a brand new Dodge Neon. I got a plane ticket to New York. I got spending money whenever I wanted. Like, I was in there deep. He asked my parents to emancipate me so I could live with him. Or he didn't ask my parents. He asked me to ask my parents. I'm sorry. He actually wanted me to come live with him.
As like a girlfriend?
Sexually, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But it escalated. He just increased my pay as long as he could touch me. I wouldn't let him put anything inside of me. And then one day he just did. One day he just put his hands, like his fingers. And
how long would you say from the very first time you went?
Months. Honestly, I never kept track of what happened when. I just can tell you in which order things progress. But not specifically, 3 months later he did this, 3 months later. Like, I can't do that.
Okay. When he purchased the car, how far were you?
How old was I?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? He bought the car in, I've got to recall, I haven't thought about this in forever. I can give you like a 4 months that it possibly was during, but I can't specifically remember if it was before or after the New Year. November, December, January, February, that just passed.
2004?
Wait a second.
So were you a senior in high school when you had the car?
Yeah, it was recently.
Okay.
It was like towards the middle and end of my school year. But I remember that for the last like 6 or 8 weeks of high school, I didn't have a car because I gave it back to him because he asked me to have sex with him and like suck him and stuff, and I was just like, no, definitely not. I was like, I'll let you touch me, but I'm not going to do that. This is 2005, right? Yeah, the car was a
judge me on 2005 edition. He got it for me before the new year because I remember I got it. It was an edition that was a year before they were supposed to come out. So if I got it, I obviously didn't get a 2006 because that's this year. I got a 2005 Neon in 2004. 7 miles on it when I got it. The car was awesome.
Okay. And that's the car that you used to drive to and from?
To and from school, to out with my friends.
And to his house when he was...
Oh, his house all the time, yeah.
What color was it?
Like a neon blue. Like a really bright blue. It was really pretty. Not that that makes a difference.
And you gave it back?
Yes.
Was this after you graduated from high school, or?
No, I gave it back before I graduated. It got too sticky for me. He wanted more than I was willing to give. I didn't want to suck his dick. I didn't want to have sex with him. I never did that, and I wanted to be able to walk away from this saying that I never did that, and I'm glad that I did.
Okay.
So I just gave it back. I said I don't need a car.
Okay.
But I lied to him when I gave it back. I didn't want to burn my bridges because he was a spectacular connection to have. Spectacular. Even when I didn't work for him, until this day, he's still, I haven't talked to him in like a couple months, but as far as he knows, I don't know how to, I'm sorry, like a billion things are going through my head right now, and I'm just getting a little tongue-tied. If I called him today, he would give me as much money as I asked him for. He doesn't know that I hate him the way I do. I kept that connection. I figured he used me, I'd be able to use him. I hate to say that, but I figured if I wanted to use him, I could.
Okay. Let me bring you back a little bit.
Sure.
When did things start to escalate as far as things happening when the massages were given?
They escalated whenever he wanted. I don't clearly understand the question.
Okay. The first time you were naked.
Are you asking for a date, or you're asking for
How much? Because I know
how in the little steps that things progressed? Well, I went and I wouldn't take off my panties at first, and then he got me to get naked. Then he got me to let him rub me. Then he got me to let him stick his fingers in me. Then he got me to let him go down on me. Then, that was pretty much the gist of it, except this one time where he bent me over the table and put himself in me without my permission.
Okay.
And I flipped out.
All right, let me...
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't count that as me having sex with him. You know, he did that. Because I just told you that I never had sex with him. I never did, I don't know what you'd consider that. But I go, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I just wanted to see this. Or I just wanted to see this. I'm sorry, I got the two confused. I just to see this.
Okay. Let me back you up.
Okay.
When you were completely naked, the same things happened. You went in, you massaged him.
Sometimes I didn't even do like that. Sometimes he just asked me to take off my clothes and he'd have to do work. And he'd be sitting at his desk or something and I'd just be naked there watching television or reading a book, but I'd be naked. Or sometimes he wanted to just watch TV or read, and he'd lay in his bed and he asked me to just take my clothes off and lay with him. And that's it, not touch him or anything, and I'd get paid $300 for taking a nap for 20 minutes. Sometimes he'd just invite me over for breakfast or dinner or just to use the swimming pool, and I'd get paid for that too.
Okay.
I'd get paid just to hang out with him. That's it. And if the money wasn't there, I'd not been there. I wouldn't have ever been in that house.
Okay. When he started to touch you,
I have a question before I say anything else. Is there a possibility that I'm going to have to go to court or anything? Like, that's a possibility, right?
Well, here's the thing. When this is all said and done, we're going to sit down, we're going to discuss this. I mean, what he did to you was a crime. I'm not going to lie to you.
Would you consider rape? Like, would you consider that to be rape, what he did?
When he to put himself inside you without permission, forcibly.
I didn't say yes or anything. He just, like, I was standing up, and the table is about, like, my hip length. He just pushed me down.
That is a crime.
Okay.
That is a crime.
I don't want my family to find out about this. My family doesn't know any of this. My mom thinks I was his secretary for 2 years, or however long, a year and a half. My mom thinks I made phone calls for him, and that's how I was making my great money. That's it. I don't want her to know anything.
Well, you're an adult. You're an adult now.
Well, I mean, if I... Whatever, I don't know. Just, I'm sorry, go ahead.
When we're done with this interview, we'll discuss this further, and we'll decide what the best course.
Jeffrey's gonna get me. You guys realize that, right? He's gonna figure this out, and I'm not safe now. You understand that, right? I'm not safe.
He is not this person that he's portraying himself to be.
Well, we'll
Why do you
touch
say
it up for
you're
good.
not safe? Has he said he's hurt people before?
Well, I've heard him make threats to people on the telephone. Yeah, of course.
Business-wise, or you're going to die, you're going to break your legs, or...
All the above, but that's not the point.
Who's he talking to?
I'm not on the other end. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard those conversations. I mean, I've been in the room when he's been on the phone with, like, Bill Clinton. Like, I've witnessed lots of things. I just want to know specifically what y'all want to know.
Everything.
I used to go there every day. Like, I don't know how many other girls he was saying, you're my favorite, and I want you to live with me too. But I was in about as deep as you can get.
He had quite a few girls he would say that to.
I know, I thought so pretty much, you know.
He had quite a few girls he would say that to. But
When was the last time you saw him?
Before the summer.
So, like May or June, when you get the car back, or sometime before you
Probably.
graduated?
Mm-hmm.
When did that incident...
Or maybe a little after I graduated. I don't remember.
When did that incident happen where he bent you over the table?
I remember.
Was it recent, or was it like a year ago?
It was... probably in, like, somewhere in the middle of the time that I worked for him. It was definitely before December, if that's what you're trying to get at.
You were 17 when he did that too?
Oh, yeah, I was. Definitely. Definitely.
yeah, we're going to get to that in just a minute. But getting back to when you were naked
Okay.
and you were providing the massages.
They were legitimate massages, by the way. I don't want to be in trouble for anything.
No. I'm telling you, you are not a suspect in this in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, well, honestly, I don't trust cops. So, I just, like, I've had a bad experience. So I just wanted to be clear on that.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now that I didn't even bring handcuffs with me up here.
No, I don't know. I mentioned it to somebody that I didn't say anything, but I mentioned it that I had to go talk to police about something that was personal to my boyfriend, and God would flip out if he knew I was talking about this specific stuff with anybody. But he was just like, make sure that you're not the one getting investigated.
I can assure you you're not.
Yeah, okay.
When the massages will go, first of all, do you have any formal massage training?
Hell no.
Okay. All right, I was just asking. When you were providing the massages and things started to escalate, when he started to touch you, you said earlier, was it with his hands or with something else?
With his hands. I remember he'd kiss me and stuff too. I remember that. And when he kissed me, like if he was jerking off, he would like rub himself like on my breast, and I'd be like I don't know how to make it sound. Yeah, I was extremely uncomfortable, and I would maneuver myself away from that activity I'd get up and I'd move somewhere else, or I don't even remember. I would stop whatever was going on without saying, "Can you get the fuck off me?" I would stop it without saying stuff like that.
Okay.
Just with my actions.
So he would touch you with his hands?
Yeah.
And did he touch you with anything else?
I just told you he touched me with his penis.
I know.
Like,
I mean, was there any toys or...
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe...
He used to have a back massage thing that it was like a ball on the end and it vibrated. And he would use that. And then for his birthday, he and I went shopping. And we got a bunch of toys, which I don't know how to tell you guys all this stuff without you thinking that I enjoyed this. Like, because I had a choice whether or not to go shopping with her. I made this decision. I'm the one who did this stuff. But it doesn't mean that I felt right about it. But yeah, he used lots of toys on me. Like, I don't know what specifically y'all want to know. Like, he's all the time. Everything. Like, whatever was there. If he wanted to use something else, he would use whatever was there. Like,
what kind of... Let's put it this way, what color vibrators would you be using?
like white and like... Maybe it was like this color, but like blue. Like, you see the gray, and it's a grayish on the pipe.
Right.
The pipe.
Okay.
Like, gray was like a little bit more blue, like that.
Okay.
And it had a white, like, end. It had like a white handle, and it had a ball on the end. And this was giving back massages. And then there was... I had a red one. And that didn't vibrate. Then strap-ons and stuff made it also as well. Everything, like any toy you can think of was used on me.
Okay.
And I'm not, definitely not by my choice. It was like, oh, it's there and it's happening now, type thing.
Okay. Did you ever stop him? Say, hey, listen, I'm not good with that.
Yeah, definitely. Before I let him, like before things progressed to where I would let him touch me, I would not let him do anything to me, even with stuff that wasn't attached to his body. I said no for a very long time until he upped it by like $100 or $200, you know?
Okay. When you're saying strap-ons, did he use the strap-ons?
No, but he probably would need to. Sorry, I'm just trying to make myself feel a little bit better. Well, I don't know if you would count, like, him. He never actually put it on, but it was him in the bedroom, and we were all in bed together, and I was messing around with her, you know, and he was watching, and...
At his request?
Every time except one time was at his request. The time that it was not his request was on his birthday. And instead of getting paid $300, I got paid like $500-600. It was a gift, I guess you could call it a gift from me. We went shopping at this like sex place, and we bought a bunch of stuff, and then we just went at it in front of him, and I don't know. It's not like I was enjoying that either. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh God, when this is over, you're getting so much money. Like that's what I would think of. I just close my eyes and think of something else.
Okay. Let's get to the point where he's actually inserting his fingers inside you. At what point from when he started just touching you to the point where he actually put his fingers inside you?
He did it once in the beginning, and at the time I was dating somebody, and that person was aware of what I did, and was like, this person, by the way, who said this stuff that I'm about to tell you is like now a crackhead, like on drugs, so they're way whacked, they're like crazy, and he was actually my boyfriend. He goes, oh, I have no problem with it, as long as he's not putting anything inside of you, I don't really care. Yeah, so during that time, like, I wouldn't let Jeffrey do anything. But after me and the kid broke up, he offered me, like, okay, hold on, let me better explain this, because this is going to be confusing the way I was going to say it. I wouldn't let him put anything in me until one day he did, just out of nowhere. And I said, wait a second, my boyfriend, you know, we had this thing, you can't do that, you know, I'm allowed to work here as long as you don't do that. And he said, okay. Well, a couple months later, I guess he assumed me and my boyfriend had broken up, and he just did it one day. He just did it without asking or anything. And then I said, what are you doing? I said, you know, that's not cool. And he goes, oh, I thought we did that last time. And I said, no, we did not do that last time. And then he goes, then he just offered me more money. He's like, well, why don't I just give you something extra and we can try this out? And I was like, alright. He's a very hard guy to say no to. I don't know if any of you have ever talked to him.
Persistent.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken with him, but he's persistent from what I can tell.
Well, if you talk to him, he straight up tries to control the situation. Like every word that comes out of your mouth, it seems like he already knows what you're going to say. Like, that's his job. That's how he made his money, is knowing what people are going to say and what people are going to do.
What did he tell you he does for a living?
Well, there's a couple things. Things that I've found by myself. Things that I've looked up on the internet. What he specifically told me when I asked him the first time was, oh, I'm a brain scientist. And I said, what the fuck is a brain scientist? I was like, that's not a real job. You're like, tell me the truth. But anyway, I took that as, he told me, his explanation was, it's my job to know how people's brains work. And I said, whatever the fuck that means, whatever. You know, you're just some old guy. And I went home. And then I looked up on the internet about him, and he was apparently he worked for a financial firm, and he would invest other people's money. Like, people sign their fortunes over to him, he invests it, and he gets commission off of the money that they make. And then he just takes, I know that he himself, besides investing other people's fortunes, you know, he's invested all his money, he owns tons of companies, sponsors sports teams, does stuff like that. He makes his money everywhere.
Right.
And especially, he does a lot of modeling stuff with modeling agencies. And I know that he's involved in stuff like that also. You know what he promised me? I think the reason I held on so long is he promised me that I would get into NYU. That I would get into NYU and he would pay for it. And I waited and I waited and I scored great on my SATs. I got 4.0. Like, I did great in school. I filled out my application and he told me that it wasn't good enough. And so I filled it out again, and it was like 3 times. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't checking into it. He was just telling me that he was. But I think that has a lot to do with the reason I stayed there so long. Because my dream was like right in front of me, you know? And it was just so close.
Aside from having been with, was there anybody else that you brought to the house?
I brought a few people. She approached me actually because they got out that I did this. Like, everyone at school knew. You know, everyone talked.
Well, it was a circle, and
it was a little circle, and then yeah, one girl told, oh, I to do this, and then, you know, not that I would want anybody to get involved in this, but I brought girls I didn't like and really, frankly, did not give a shit about. Girls that I knew were skanks that would do anything. Like, girls that would just, like, suck dick in the bathroom at school. Like, not even people that I was friends with. I'd just hear a rumor about a girl and be like, hey, I know a way you can make $200. But I would tell them before they went. I would tell them flat out, like, this is what you got to do. Are you cool with this? Because I'm not going to take you if you're not. And I told them, they all knew that I got paid to bring them. And it was actually... never did anything, though. She took off her shirt. She was a little overweight, so he didn't want anything to do with it. She was my best friend, so you know, she was another story. I did care about her, but she lost her house and stuff and really needed money. She was homeless. She had nowhere to go, so she did it out of desperation. But the only people I can think of was other people, but I don't think I ever actually bought other people.
Okay. Did anything ever happen between you and the 2 girls that you brought there?
She was really nervous, so she wanted me to go in with her, and I stayed with her. I took all my clothes off and I did my regular thing, and she just took her shirt off, and then he said, okay, we're just going to finish up here. Do you want to go wait by the pool? And she went downstairs and went swimming and is still naked.
Okay.
And that was that.
Okay.
She got paid, I think, $200 or $300 for that. Probably $2, because it was her first time. The way it went was, if you worked there for the first, 3 times, you got paid $200. After that, if you were persistent and worked all the time, it was, on average, $300. Sometimes I got paid $1,000, just for the same thing. No varying in activities. Just sometimes I'd walk out of there with $1,000, or, and I got lots of gifts. I got lots of stuff from this guy. I don't know.
Okay, what?
She just went up in the room and did her thing, and she continued to work for him afterwards. I don't know. I don't think she still does. She may not. I don't know.
Okay. You went quite a few times with the neon. You actually had an encounter with one of his doormen when you were coming to get an envelope.
That was in my Riata, actually. I drove a little Riata. I was coming to get an envelope with $2,000 in it, my Christmas bonus. Oh my God. And the cop actually was like, how do you know Jeffrey? I was like, I'm friends with his girlfriend. I use his pool every once in a while or something. But that was crazy. Yeah, the housekeeper just was expecting me, but he didn't know. He was gone when I arrived, and then he came home and saw that there was a car, and he didn't realize that it was my car, but he was expecting me. So he called the police. I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm just coming here to pick up my money. But that was that.
Okay. Let's get to the part where things escalated. Just to see something. Let me go ahead and stop this tape and start another one because it's almost at the end.
You don't have anything important to go do you? Okay.
Okay, at this point I'm going to go ahead and stop the tape. The time by my watch is approximately 5:02 p.m.